Hello everyone, this is Diane. Today is Saturday, April 2nd, and it's opening weekend for the Tioga Downs Flea Market. And I didn't know they were open yesterday on Friday, but they were. But I went today, and I left a lot there. I just want you to know. I didn't bring home everything. But I did find some really great things that I think you'll like to see. Some of them will be in my shop. I saw my friend Karen there, who I mentioned her last year. She used to have a booth there, and she took it out, but she got into junk journaling through watching my videos. And I went to her house one day and just gave her some tips and stuff like that. But so we decided that we would gather up some things that we could swap, because a lot of the stuff I got today, I told her I'd be willing to share. She didn't see what I got, but I said I will share some of what I got. So we're going to do that pretty soon. Anyway, and some things will be in my shop. One of the things that will be in my shop are these books. I only got these for you because I bought some for myself on my last trip last year, and you guys said that you would be interested in purchasing some. And these are music scores. I really don't know how they are used. The music is too small to actually be used, I would think, on a music stand. But anyway, I think it's fun to have this small scale music to put on tags and things. So I got however many books there are here. Some of them were very thin. Like this one's kind of thin. Those are, but they were intact. Some of them were like falling apart. But I picked out the best of the bunch, and I will be putting them in my shop for you guys. And I just thought this one was fun. It's a 1982 Snoopy weekly calendar. And I thought it was fun because of, this looks 70s. It's very early 80s. It was published in 1981, and it was for the year 1982. I know how to stay warm. Insulate the old attic. But this looks like a 1970s font to me. But I just thought these would be fun for something. Some of the pages are written on. Every time you think things can't get worse, they get worse. See? Just like I told you, she can charm your socks off. So cute. It's kind of bent, but I thought it was fun. This one, I debated on whether I should get it. It was only $1.50, but they're not paper pages, they are hard pages. And do you remember the Woodlands, the autumn book that I made? Not this past autumn, but the one before, with hardback chipboard pages, covers. I used the chipboard pages as cover for it. And I thought I could do the same with these, because these are just charming. That would make a beautiful cover. And so would that. I know there's another page here. I want to see the pictures. Oh, those raccoons are so cute. Fox and bear. Skunks and frog. I don't know what the point of having this part up here was, but I thought that was a cute book. This one I will just take apart and use the pages because it was made to be a journal, but it's smooth on one side and textured on the other. Kind of a handmade paper type. And I'll just take that apart and keep the paper. And this is a beautiful recipe binder. This, I don't know why it does that. I thought it would be to like prop your book up, but it doesn't need that. It doesn't work that way, so I really don't know what this is for. Just an interesting feature, I guess. But it's got these perforated cards, quite a few of them. Lots of them, in fact. And then the divider pages. And then there are, it's like a photo album page with slots for 2 cards. So those cards that were perforated would fit in these slots. And someone added a recipe there. So I know there's some things I can do with this. And maybe even turn the binder into a journal. It's in really good condition. I could do something to the front and make a journal out of it. I got this songbook. I don't need more music, but this has purple print. And it looks like it's handwritten print. Isn't it fun? And it looks like, it just looks like a homemade book. But this is printed. So, I don't know. But it was $1 and I got it. I picked this one up too. I've had this before. I just love the Whitman or other types of vintage Christmas Carol books to put in my junk journal, my Christmas journals. I've had them with colored pages. This one is just black and white. But I know I've had this one before with this boy singing badly, apparently. The woman there that runs the one barn said that she and her partner Fran, who runs the other barn, they emptied 2 houses. And there's a lot of stuff. She said lots of paper and lots of craft stuff. So I think almost everything I got today was hers. And she doesn't have everything there yet. But this is one. She said there was a lot of Mary Engelbreit stuff. And I picked this up, 2005 desk calendar. Because it's got pages you could put in a journal that could be written on. And it's, of course, got Mary Engelbreit illustrations also, which I love. They're just so fun. Grow what you know. And there's some writing on it, but that's okay. She had a bunch of these art books, and some of them were pricier than others. I don't really know how she priced them, but they were all in one pile, and I had to look at the prices of each one because they were all different. Some were $10, but I picked up some that were this was $1.50. Look at this. I'm getting ready to make iris journals. Well, I've already started working, not journals, one iris journal. But maybe I could use these, those pages. These are just beautiful pages. Isn't that pretty? I think Walter Foster is a famous name. And so I thought maybe that's why some of them were priced higher, but this was only $1.50, so I don't know. This one is maybe a little bit warped, like it got damp or something. Doesn't have any water damage to it. It was $2. It was $2 in the day, back in the day, and it was $3 today. This is also Walter Foster, but because of the images of trees and plant life, I just thought it was gorgeous. Like I could use it in Woodlands journals. Beautiful, right? And lastly, I got another Walter Foster book, How to Mix Colors and Materials to Use. I love the cover, and this was $3 for this book. If you saw the digital kit that I showed, that I purchased a week or so ago, well, it might have been 2 weeks ago that you saw the video, It's called Artiste, and it has a lot of color charts and things like that. Just art. Oh look, that's the same picture that's on the cover. Oh, there's a peacock. Anyway, I thought some of these pages might work to go with the journal that I make with that, like this color chart. All of these images would be great in that. I gotta move some things before they start toppling. Okay, now, this is all paper that came from one of those houses that she cleaned out, I think. I was surprised at how much paper items she had, and these aren't very vintage, but some of them are vintage, but I don't know how old, but they're not really old. But they're paper, and I chose the ones that I like, and this is what I was thinking of when I said I would share with Karen. I can like take some out of each pack and give some to her. So this is a pack of gymnastics note paper. I'm not interested. It's from Ithaca Gymnastics, Ithaca, New York. And I'm not that interested in, you know, the gymnastics theme, but it was colored paper. And there's 4 different pads. So there's this cream color with the balance beam. Oh, that's a cartoon guy. I've seen him before. So this is probably vintage. And this one is more elegant looking. This pink one, Ithaca Gymnastics. And that one. Oh, there's another one. This one just says gymnastics. So I can use those colored papers. I can cut this part off or decorate the header part. Whatever. I know I'll find uses for that. This is a really cute pad that is still sealed in plastic. Just a notepad with cats on it. Drinking out of a milk dish. This is a beautiful stationery. I love the envelope. It's like marbled. And I don't know if it's, I think it might be hand marbled. I don't know if it's printed that way. Recycled handmade paper made in India. But the envelope opens up and it's full of these, well, these envelopes, marbled, and paper. Really pretty. I think that's gorgeous, and I can use this too, obviously. I'd like to use it as it is, a whole envelope, but if I needed to, I could just cut it apart and use the paper. And this pack is reminiscent of Mary Engelbreit. I don't know if it is Mary Engelbreit. I don't think there's much in here. This definitely looks like Mary Engelbreit. It is. That's her initial there. Well, there's quite a few envelopes here that are really cute, and I don't know if this goes with it. It doesn't seem to. It's not quite as bright. But it says Pals, and has these 2 girls. Yeah, they are Mary Engelbreit too, and it says 1993 on that one. But I don't think they go together, like I said. But it's awfully cute. And then I got this pad, sealed, 40 sheets, and it's got stars, it's got lines, and it's got a little mouse collecting stars in a wheelbarrow. I just think it's precious, and I love that it has lines on it. This is something unique. These are certificates from 1977. The Sweet Smell of Success. It's a scratch and sniff for elementary students, and these stickers go with it. I'm going to scratch one to see if they still smell. I'll go to the back of the pile in case they are a little bit more pungent. I don't know if the ones on top would have faded more. It does have a hint of pineapple. That's fun. So this one has a sticker on it, but it's a really fun thing to add into a junk journal. There's quite a few here. What I do with the wrapper, I wondered if it had the quantity on the wrapper somewhere. No. But isn't that fun? I love it. I like to find unique things. This is kind of unique. It's just lined paper, but I've never seen it in this bright orange. It's from the 1970s, and it's 3 pads. It doesn't say how much paper is on each pad, but you know, it's 3 full pads of paper, orange paper, and that's really cool. And some printer stationery with snowmen on it. I'll definitely be able to share some of that. And this is an anniversary and birthday book, but I got it for this beautiful paper that can be written on. So this can go in large journals. I don't think any of it is used. Yeah, it's all blank. It's very pretty. And I got this package of vintage tracing paper. I didn't need any more tracing paper, but this is vintage and a little bit yellowed. It's not as bright white as the pads you would buy today, and there's a lot there. It says 50 sheets. I don't know how many were used. And then we have this pack of teacup paper, and there was another sealed package of this also. And I just thought that was pretty. The nice bright border, and then this is softly colored enough that you could write on it, and there's a lot of paper there. So I'll be sharing some of those papers with Karen, and I might put some in my shop. I got a few laces. This card has quite a bit on it. I don't know how much, but it's just about probably a 1/4 inch cream colored edging lace. So I'll be sharing some of these laces in my shop, and probably with Karen too. This is a wide black lace. It's got netting and then this embroidered edge. So I could trim that shorter if I wanted to. I'll have to wash it. It smells a little musty. And here's another card of a 1/4 inch white edging, and it says it's 8 yards. It says 1960s to 70s. And then I got these 4 cards. So they all say 60s to 70s also. So this one has this lace and then the blue. Yeah, there's a ribbon. It's not threaded through, it's just sewn on behind it. So it's got a blue ribbon behind it. And this one is just like that with the red ribbon behind it, but it doesn't have the longer extended piece of lace. I love that. And this one does have the extended piece of lace with black ribbon behind it. It doesn't say how much is on these. This says 10 yards, so if it's full, I don't know. This one is not full. It's been used, I think. I'll have to measure them and see. And this one has 2 pieces on it. There's a piece of tape on there. This one has brown behind it. And this one has like a nude color. But I thought they were fun. So I'll divide those up and get some of those listed in my shop. And I have more fun things. So these are the things that aren't books and papers, and well, they're papery. They're different. So I got this. This was the first thing I picked up right at the front. And it's actually a remnant from Joann's. Still has the wrapper on it. They paid $3 for it, and I paid $3 for it. But I just thought it would be great for a boho journal. I would have picked it up at Joann's for $3, so I'm glad somebody did that for me and then dropped it off at the flea market where I'd be shopping. That was very nice of them. So it's a quilted piece. A satiny blue. It's polyester and nylon, I think it said. But it's got this pretty pattern on it, and then it's beautiful turquoise on the back. And I'm sure it must say how much yardage is here. 0.625 yards. So it's over half a yard, and it's regular $16.99 a yard. Yeah, quite pretty, isn't it? Would you have gotten it? I grabbed this box, unopened box of index cards in pink, yellow, and blue, because nowadays it's hard to find the pastel colors. They're bright or fluorescent, and I don't like those as much. I like these, and so I don't know how old they are. There's a barcode, but it's hard to find these. I just want to see how thin they are, because index cards that I buy now are really thin, more like paper than cards. I'll share some of these with you too, Karen, if you're watching my video. She'll probably watch this one since she saw me there. She'll want to know what I got. She said she told her husband on the way. She said, we got to hurry up. I bet she's already there getting all the good stuff. And when she got there, sure enough, I was there. I said, I haven't been here long, though. There's a little mark there where it's faded. So they're brighter than it. This is brighter than it looks there, but they're still not too bright. And they're kind of thin, but they're good. I like the quality of these. And I found this whole sales book. It's called a duplicate sales book because it has the carbon, and you get a duplicate copy. They're not pretty color. They don't have a name on them, but these are always fun to use in journals. This little recipe binder says cooking clips, but I thought that the pages in it were really cute. Look at that. So this is a divider page. It says cookies, but it's also got a pocket. Keep me here till pasting time. Recipes for cookies. So there's no pages in between the dividers, though. That's kind of odd. But I'm not going to use it this way anyway. I'll take it apart and do things with it. So it's got all the fun pockets, and then it's got my favorite recipe for blank, from so-and-so, the date, and the date you tried it out. This is a gorgeous Hallmark calendar, 1980, Forest Friends. Carol Bryan is the artist. Oh, look at that fox. Groundhog. Koala. Raccoon. Bunny. It's adorable. Chipmunk. A skunk. That's the only way I want to see a skunk. An otter. There's a little ladybug. A squirrel. Red squirrel. Mice. Coyote. A brown bear. Oh, that was December. I didn't want to run out. I wanted to see more. That's adorable. Some snowman napkins. There were a bunch of napkins. Some of them I really liked the pictures. They were like retro-looking women, but the quotes on them were not what I wanted, so I didn't get them. They weren't anything. The quotes made them something that I wouldn't use, which was unfortunate. But I can use those for Christmas and put some in Christmas bundles. This is just a partial pack of children's game cards. And some Mary Engelbreit book plates. The love of learning, the sequestered nooks, and all the sweet serenity of books. And then it says this book belongs to, and there's space to write your name. And I don't know how many are in this pack, but it's a full unopened pack. Here's something unique. Smarty Farm, a thinking game. 1980s it says. It has large cards with a barn and animals in different configurations in the little compartments. So gold and green and red and hot pink. Look at that friendly farmer up there waving at us. Has the instruction sheet, and then it has all these little cards. And when I saw the little cards, I knew I would have fun with this. Oh, and look at the dice. Oh, that's adorable. It has the barn and then the different animal silhouettes. Fun. But I'm not done yet. I still have the two, I think the two best purchases, so I hope you're hanging in there. We're getting there. This one is a reproduction of this Victorian card, and it's shaped like a fan, and it has the months on it. So this would be nice to tuck into a pocket. It's not real. I don't know how old it is. Let me see. 1983. So I guess you would take this part off, and then you'd have 6 fans with months on both sides. It's really cute. There were a lot of reproduction cards there, but I thought this one would be something unique. And this is a little tin of bird sticky notes. Kind of reminds me of, oh, I forgot the name of that company. I think it's in England. But I think you probably know what I'm talking about. But they're not from that company. These are just sticky notes. And I thought they would be fun in a journal. Now, the best things. One was very inexpensive, and the other one was not. But I figure the very inexpensive one helps make up for the one that was not. So, here's the very inexpensive one. It is a box full of library pockets. Oh, she taped it up for me. Some of them, I didn't really check them out. As soon as I saw what they were, she pointed it out to me when she saw me there. She said, "Did you see those envelopes?" And I was just getting to them. So I didn't examine them closely, but I could tell that they weren't in pristine condition. And they look, yeah, they're sticky back, so they're not extremely old, but they are obviously vintage. So some of them are bent, but this is a lot of envelopes, and she charged me $3 for the box. Now, she also told me that there were cards to go with these envelopes, but the guy that runs the other barn wanted them. They do these clean-outs together, and so their initials are on, both of their initials are on all the stuff that they sell. So anyway, he didn't let her have the cards because he wanted them to take notes on, because he liked the little ledger look of the library cards. And I said, I will buy him notepads. So when I went over there, I asked him about them. And he didn't know what I was talking about at first. And then when he realized, he said, oh, yeah, I have them at home. I write on them. I write on them all the time. And I said, if you would be willing, I would love to buy them from you. He said, well, I'll just give them to you. I just have to remember to bring them. And I said, I'll buy them from you. He said, there's a lot of them. I said, that's great. Whatever you want to, whatever you feel like you can give up, I will take. So look at all these. They're not in bad condition. Just the ones on top were a little bit bent, but that's fine because you can adhere them down. There's a lot of envelopes. So I'm hoping the next time I go, which I only go every once a month, but maybe I'll go a little bit sooner just so I can get those library cards. He said he made himself a note to bring them in. So once I get the cards, maybe I can put together bundles of library pockets and library cards. Isn't this great? They're still coming out of the box. I'm not going to keep the box. It'll take up too much room, but yep, that's it. That is so awesome. That was a great find. So the price of these, and hopefully I'll be able to put them in bundles in my shop that you guys will want to purchase, and that will help pay for this pack of Raggedy Ann placemats. Now, they're not licensed, I don't think. They're by Royleys. That's a vintage doily. And we see a lot of Royally doilies in the flea markets and estate sales and thrift stores. I see them in people's halls, and I have found doilies. And they do paper placemats too, or they did. I wonder if there's a date on this. It just says mid-century modern, 1960s to 70s placemats. And they were $22. She had 2 packs of them, $22 a pack. But there are 30 placemats in there. And I thought, this is not something you come across every day. And I will put some of them in my shop also, because I don't need 30 of them. But anyway, it's not licensed from the actual Raggedy Ann company, whoever owns the rights, because, you know, that isn't really a Raggedy Ann face, but it's definitely styled after Raggedy Ann, and I love it. So I'm going to keep a few, and then I'll be putting bundles of these in my shop also. So, what did you think of $22 for 30 placemats and $3 for however many library cards I have here, or pockets? I think it was a fair trade. So I'm pretty happy with what I got today. I didn't want to overdo, and you might think that I did overdo, but I don't think I did. I'll be disposing of a lot of it by sharing with Karen and putting stuff in my shop, so I'm pretty happy with what I came home with. I didn't buy any like books to turn into journals except for this one, because I have so many books already to use. So I'm happy with what I did, and I don't think I overdid. And yeah, it's exciting to have the first day of flea market season for 2022. Monday, the outdoor one, the stockyards will be open. I don't know what the weather's going to be like. And usually there aren't a lot of vendors there until May when it gets warmer. But I might go down. It's very close to my house, so it's not a long trip to go just check it out. So thanks for watching. Tell me what your favorite thing was. I don't know what my favorite. These two together are my favorites, but I had lots of other things that I like too. The lace, some of those papers, like all the papers combined makes a really good bundle, and so I just think I came away with a lot of good stuff. So tell me what your favorite is, and I will see you soon in the next video. Thanks for watching. Have a creative day today. Bye-bye.